Good morning students. I welcome you back to our English Mulberry class. This video is for class 5 and today we will read chapter number 12, The Tales of Young Gandhi. So let's talk about Gandhiji. So we all know that Gandhiji is very popularly known as Mahatma Gandhi or Bapu, the father of our nation. And Mahatma means great soul. But he was also a simple man like we all are. So let us come to the reading part. Gandhi has been called the Mahatma. Meaning of the Mahatma is the great soul. But as a young boy, he faced the similar challenges to what many of us face. So just like we have challenges in our life, Mahatma Gandhi also faced the challenges. Now let us read an extract from the book Tales of Young Gandhi. Now let us read the chapter to learn more about Gandhiji. So come to page number 153. We will read the chapter and then we will talk about his life. On the west coast of India is Porbandar. In Gujarat lived a family, the Gandhis. Karamchand, his wife Putlibai, their daughters and 3 sons. So on the west coast of India, which is the west side of India, in Porbandar, Gujarat, lived the Gandhi family, and there were how many members in the family? One was his father, Karamchand Gandhi, and then his mother, Putlibai. Then they had a daughter and 3 sons. Now let's read this. Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi was the youngest, born on 2nd October 1869. So Gandhiji was the youngest child in the family and was born on 2nd of October 1869. So Gandhiji was born on 2nd October 1869. Now let's come to the next page. I was 7 when my father moved from Porbandar to Rajkot. So now he keeps on telling us that he was 7 years of age when his father moved from Porbandar, which is in Gujarat, to Rajkot. He joined the Rajasthanic court in Rajkot. So his father switched and then enrolled me in a primary school there. So because the family shifted from Porbandar to Rajkot, so Gandhiji had to change his school. My heart wasn't in my daily lessons. I was more interested in mocking our teachers. So now here in the story, we come to know that Gandhiji wasn't interested in learning his lessons and he was most interested in mocking his teachers. I was a mediocre student. So he tells us that he was mediocre, average student who barely got through the multiplication tables, who had problem to learn the multiplication tables. My shyness led me to bury my head in a book even if I grasped nothing. So he tells us that he was very shy and the shyness led him to bury his head in a book, which means he would keep looking into the books even if he grasped nothing, even if he understood nothing, he would simply keep looking into his books. I disliked being taken to task at school, and then Gandhiji tells us that he did not like to be in school, to do things in school. But surely I wasn't a dunce. My luck and a wee bit of merit got me scholarships of ₹4 and ₹10 for 2 years. But then he tells us that he was lucky and a little bit of merit got him scholarships. So he got scholarships He got scholarships of ₹4 and ₹10 for 2 years. So he got 2 scholarships. Now let's come to the next page. Page number 155. I took to some subjects more easily than others. Initially I found out geometry challenging, but with hard work I came to appreciate the underlying simplicity of the subjects. So Gandhiji tries to tell us that he took to some subjects more easily than others. So some subjects he understood very easily. And initially I found geometry challenging. So initially means in the starting stage of learning geometry, which is a part of mathematics. So he found that it is very challenging, it is difficult. But with hard work, that is with practice, he came to appreciate the simplicity of the subject. But when he practiced geometry, then he began to praise it. It was easy for him then. Next paragraph. Sanskrit was harder. Everything had to be learned by heart. Now he tells us that Sanskrit was hard for him and he had to learn everything by heart. I almost switched to the Persian class on hearing it was easy and the teacher was lenient. So what did he do? He came to know that Persian was an easy subject or an easy language to learn, as he would have heard from his classmates. So he left Sanskrit and he enrolled for Persian. Why? Because he learned that it was easy subject. Also the teacher was lenient. Lenient means not strict. So he came to know that the Persian teacher is not strict. So he shifted to the Persian class. But the Sanskrit teacher persuaded me to keep learning the language. But what happened? The Sanskrit teacher, he wanted Gandhiji to learn Sanskrit. So he did not let him go and change the subject. Next paragraph. I was very shy. I would avoid talking to schoolmates at the thought of being laughed at. And then he tells us that I was very shy. He was shy and he would not like to talk to his classmates or schoolmates because he thought that they would laugh at him. It was my childhood inhibition, and then he tells that it was his fear that would make him uncomfortable and he would avoid his schoolmates. Now come to the next page. In high school. Now here he tells us some instances from his life. So let's come to page number 156 and read what he says. In high school, my headmaster, Dorabchi Iduli, Jimmy made gymnastics, football and cricket compulsory for us. So headmaster is the principal of school and the principal had made gymnastics, football and cricket. So they were made compulsory. They had to go and attend the classes for these subjects. So gymnastics, football and cricket were made compulsory for them. I shrieked from them. So he would shriek. He would not like to attend those. It was my shyness once again that haunted me on the playground as well. As we have learned that Gandhiji was a shy kid. So his shyness made him haunted. So he got scared on the playground also. Next paragraph. Later I came to realize that physical training is as important as mental training. So later in his life he realized that physical training by playing different sports. Okay, so physical training was equally important as mental training. I read that regular long walks in the open air were good for health, and so I formed a habit which kept me fit and robust. So later on in his life, he learned that regular walks in open air, in fresh air, keeps our body fit. So he performed it and he practiced it, and then he kept his body fit and robust. Robust means strong and healthy. So by walking he would be in good health. Now come to the next page, 157. One day I wanted to skip gymnastics and rush home to attend my ill father. So one day while he was in school, he wanted to skip this compulsory class for gymnastics because his father was ill and he wanted to go home so that he could take care of his father. My earnest request to leave school early was not accepted by Mr. Jimmy. So Mr. Jimmy is the headmaster and he went to his principal and gave an application or requested him to send Gandhiji home. So the principal denied it. He said no. Then the following Saturday there was a compulsory gymnastics class at 4 o'clock. So next Saturday, the coming Saturday, it was compulsory class for gymnastics at 4 o'clock. I had no watch and I miscalculated the hour. So Gandhiji was not having the watch and hence due to some miscalculation, calculating wrong time, he would have missed the class. So by the time I reached school, all the boys had left. So by the time he reached school, all the boys had left and the class was empty. Oh no, just my luck. So he was sad to know that everyone has left and he was late for the class. The next day, what happens the next day? The teacher says, Mohandas, stop lying about your absence. But sir, nothing doing. I refuse to believe you. Just pay up your fine of 1 or 2 annas and be done with it. So the teacher is not able to believe what Gandhiji was saying. Despite my other flaws, I never lied to my teachers. I failed to prove my innocence. So despite his flaws, he never lied to his teachers and he failed to prove his innocence and the teacher did not believe what he said. Now let's come to the next line here. To me, the act of cheating was awful. For the high school examination, we had to write 5 words as a spelling exercise. So Gandhiji tells us that to me, the act of cheating was awful. So he said that I did not like cheating, it was bad, terrible for me. For the high school examination, we had to write 5 words as a spelling exercise. So for their exams, they had to write some spellings like we have dictation exam. Similarly, they had to write 5 spellings. All the other boys spelled every word correctly as Mr. Gills, the supervisor, encouraged cheating. So what happened to all other boys? All other boys means all boys except Gandhi. They have written the spellings correctly. Why? Because the supervisor, the teacher who was there, Mr. Gills, he encouraged cheating. He allowed them to cheat. But Gandhiji did not cheat. So, he tells us that I couldn't spell kettle and in fact, I spelled every word wrong. So, he says that he had written wrong spellings. I refused to be prompted. I still had deep respect for Mr. Gills as I did for all my teachers and elders. So Gandhiji here tells us that he respected Mr. Gills even though he encouraged the boys to cheat. Isn't he there to prevent us from copying? And then he questions that isn't the teacher there in class to stop us from cheating? Or is he there to allow us to cheat? So children, what do you think? Should the teacher allow the students to cheat in the exam? No, I disagree. No. Students should never cheat. They should learn well and then perform whatever they know. And hence the chapter ends. Now children, you have to read the chapter again and as your homework you will do word meaning in your home. So let me write down your homework. Your homework is you will read the chapter. Okay, and then you have to write word meaning So children, here we are done with the reading for chapter number 12, and in the next class we will do the exercise work and question answers for chapter number 12. I hope you have understood the chapter. Thank you. See you in another video.